This is a free-for-all match on Highrise using the Intervention with Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Sit Rep Pro as my perks. I wanted to do a free-for-all match mainly because I wanted to do some quick scoping and some close combat sniping for you guys, because I haven't really done a lot of sniping here lately, and I apologize for that. I also hadn't done any commentary, but you know, I don't have a lot of time sometimes, so I just put up clips and things like that for you. But the other thing I wanted to show in this match is how good Sit Rep Pro mixed with the surround sound setup is. And by surround sound, I mean you could either have a Turtle Beach with surround sound, or you know, just your surround sound home stereo system. And a lot of people ask me about Sit Rep Pro and if it's worth getting, and about my Turtle Beach headsets. And I use the Turtle Beach X41s, which, you know, they're expensive as shit, but you can pinpoint sound exactly where it's at. And it also lets you tell exactly how fast somebody's moving and which direction they're moving, so you can pretty much be waiting for somebody with your crosshairs, and you'll see me do it a lot this match. And when it comes to sniping and free-for-all, you really got to be careful, because if you've seen right there at the start of that match, two guys spawned right with me. So when you start a free-for-all match, really don't move that much if you're sniping. Just sit still and try to pay attention to what's around you, because usually people will spawn around you. You also need to move out of where you spawn really quick after you make sure there's no one around you, because people will spawn behind you and kill you. They'll spawn in the exact same spot you just spawned. If you move 5 feet forward, they will spawn there and they will kill you from the back. And sometimes it happens in just a split second. Now when you're sniping, you don't want to move too much. You want to move some, but you don't want to move a lot. Now when it comes to sniping spots, look at this spot right here. You have one long pathway to the left, and you have one long pathway to the right. And the glass is not broke behind me, so if anybody comes up behind me, they're going to have to break that glass out or shoot through that glass. So, you know, this is really an ideal spot. And how I seen that guy on the crane, I don't know. It was just luck. And like I was saying, I heard the glass break out behind me, so I knew that guy come up. That was my first choice. I didn't know if he's going to kill me or not, so I picked him. And right there when I got killed, I had focused on the guy on the right that could come out of the building, and did not even see the guy in the little square shack, so that's why I got killed. Right there I get my kill jacked, and I make a big fail right after it. I don't see how that second shot didn't hit that guy, because when I watch it and I freeze frame it, it's my crosshair's right on his neck almost, or his shoulder blade, so it should have killed him. See, there's an example of spawning behind somebody. You know, that guy had just spawned, and I spawned directly in the same spot he had spawned and shot him in the back. You can see right here, hear those footsteps coming. You know, I knew he was coming right behind me, and that shows you the power of Sit Rep Pro with the surround sound. You can tell exactly where they're coming from, where they're going to be, and when they're going to be there. Right there, that guy, I think he figured it out, because he ran up to me, but the last few feet he crouch walked. And then I had been so concerned with the other guy inside the building that, you know, I wasn't even paying attention to what was around me. So, you know, it can be something that get you killed too if you're not careful, because you become too dependent on it. So, you know, you can't get too dependent on anything. Right here, that was just complete damn luck. I don't know how I pulled that off. I was just hoping he would still be in my crosshairs when I pulled the trigger, and he was. And I hate flashbang spam worse than grenade spam in Call of Duty 4, but nothing you can really do about it. You know they're not going to fix it. And when it comes to sniping spots, this right here is what you're looking for, because pay attention. You got a long pathway to your right, and you got a long pathway to your left with very little cover for them, but you got that huge piece of cover in front of you with that building. So, you know, it's a good spot. You can take cover when you need it, and you can pop out and kill whoever you need. And with the Turtle Beach and the Sit Rep, you can hear anybody coming up behind you, just like I had heard that guy that come through the building right here just a second ago. And, you know, free-for-all works on the piss people off strategy, because when you kill somebody, you're going to piss them off, and they're going to come back and try to kill you. So it's just like campers do. You know, I don't consider sniping in any form camping. So basically, you know, you just kill somebody, reposition to where you can watch the area you were in, and they're going to come back for you, and you can just keep killing them, just like these idiots. You know, they're stupid, but what can you say? People just get mad when you kill them, especially with a sniper rifle. It pisses them off for some reason. You know, eventually they'll figure out to stop coming after you, and you won't get as many kills, so you'll eventually have to move. But You know, initially they'll think, you know, it's a sniper, he's going to be an easy target, but if you know how to quick scope, it's really not a problem to take people out when you got a good position on them. And right here, I switched out my striker shotgun because the previous game it had failed me miserably. You know, I don't know what the hell was up with it, but it seems like I'd dump a whole clip point blank into people and it would never kill them. So I'd forgot to switch the shotgun out to a better shotgun. And right here, I pretty much guess they had figured out to stop coming after me, so I'm gonna reposition and I go after a guy. I know he's back here on this platform, but as soon as I do, I hear somebody coming up behind me, and I have this stupid glitch to where when you scope out and somebody's shooting you, your sniper scope bounces, which I absolutely hate that. I think it's bullshit because, you know, you really shouldn't do that, because you snipe somebody, it doesn't do that to them usually, but whenever somebody's shooting you and you're trying to snipe them, your damn scope just seems to bounce everywhere. And this guy, you can see him talking. He says, "Wow, dude, you're a bitch." But, you know, how can you complain about somebody using a sniper rifle? You know, I'm not running around with damn 1887s and a riot shield like I did in my last commentary video. You know, that's being an asshole. People wanted to see it, but, you know, I'm using a sniper. What the hell are you gonna bitch about that shit for? Right here, there's another example of sit rep. I can hear the guy coming up, and I was just waiting for him with my crosshairs. I got killed right there, though, because I wasn't thinking. I was playing in the moment. I should have been trying to find a good spot first and then go for my kill instead of just going for the first kill I see. You know, it's not always a smart idea to see a kill and go for it. Your cover is more important than getting one kill, because you get in a good spot with cover and you can get 5 kills. As you can see, I made the same mistake twice in a row, so, you know, I make screw-ups too. I'm human, and I miss shots just like that right there. I'm not a major league gamer, I'm not a pro, I'm just a normal person who plays damn video games, and I miss shots just like everybody else. Sometimes I just don't think, and that's not a good thing to do in this game, because you'll get killed when you don't. And this right here, that is just plain nasty, I think. I love when their bodies fall straight back after a headshot. That dude was coming for the knife after I'd killed him over here to the right, and that's just perfect. I love that shit, especially when they're trying to knife you. Right here, you say, "Oh shit, he missed 3 times, he sucks." Well, you know, when it comes to something like that, I don't know if that guy can see me and shoot at me or not, because I've been killed out of spots like that where you can't see their head or their gun and you think they can't shoot you and they can. So that situation, I was more or less kind of suppressive firing and testing to see if he could see me or not, or shoot me or not, and he couldn't. And once I figured out he couldn't shoot me, I took my time and finished him off. You know, it wasn't a I suck, I miss type scenario. And I'm going after this guy here because he's going to camp on the propane tank, and I hate people that camp up there. It pisses me off. There's another perfect example of using the Syrup Pro perk and just having your crosshairs waiting on them. You know they're going to run in that door, put your crosshairs on the door and wait for them to run through and shoot when they do. And that final kill, I heard him coming to my left with the Syrup Pro and the headset, so I just really wanted to show you how good it works. You can tell exactly where they're at, and my crosshairs waiting on that dude as soon as he comes up the steps. Game winning kill, and that's over. I hope it helps.